started on Etsy, I was getting organic sales through Etsy just by doing, the SEO, just by people searching for my products. And that wasn't related to Instagram. And I just don't know. And I wish someone could sit there and be like, this is the path you need to take. And the fact is, I'm 33 this year. I'm 33 and I don't feel like I have any clue on what I want to do. Hello angels, welcome to another vlog. I'm so excited to finally be recording a vlog for you. I can't remember where we left off on the last vlog, but I kind of want to update you with what I've been doing lately. I did want to show you some of the house stuff that I did around my house. This was back when I was feeling pretty low and I kind of just needed the house to change so that I guess it just made me feel more happy, more comfortable within myself. The way that the house looks is very much tied to my comfortability, and I don't really know why that is, but I'm sure many of you can relate when the house is either messy or it's like not in disrepair, but like you haven't painted it or you haven't kept up with making it look nice or redecorating or anything like that, then it just kind of feels a bit like not happy to be in. And that's where I was. So I did a lot of different things around the house and it just really improved how I felt about being at home, which was definitely a plus and definitely something that has changed in my life for the better. But going back into work related stuff, I just don't know anymore. It feels like I'm frozen in making a decision. It feels like on the one hand, I want to try out different things with my business, try and see if I can revive it, like not give up, because every business is going to have its struggles. Every business is going to have its ups and downs. And I've had my up, I've had downs in the past, but I've had my up and I can either accept this down and just be like, pack it all in, or I can keep going. And to be honest, the person I am would keep going. But where I've been feeling so down and like so emotionally unstable, it's like I've lost connection with who I am. Like I just don't know what my purpose is, and it kind of feels like a midlife crisis in a sense. I guess with the way the world is, nothing's really a midlife crisis anymore. It's just kind of like an all-life crisis. But it's like an identity crisis. Like I know who I am, but at the same time, I don't know what choice I should make. And I think that's because I have the pressure, the financial pressure of where my business hasn't been doing that great. And I think that shifts my focus to more of a financial one rather than the natural focus that I usually have, which is like what makes me happy, what is going to bring joy to other people's lives, like how can I make people feel things, how can I make a difference. Like those are the ways in which I think. Lately it's been more like how can I make money. Kind of living in this like, which is also not like me, but living in this kind of like fear space because it's been steadily declining. And I was incredibly silly. I didn't have a backup plan. I have only started my backup plans within the last year or so, and that will be stuff like YouTube and my shop website. And to be honest, I should have started them a lot sooner, because the other side of it is that with Instagram's nonsense algorithm and absolutely pitiful way of having a social media, or pitiful version of a social media, I feel that makes a difference as well, because when you're not reaching the people that you once were, or when you're not even reaching your own followers, it's very, how are people supposed to support me if they don't even see my work? If they don't even know, they don't even have a clue. Like if I had a backup plan, things might have been a lot easier to manage. And if you are starting a business, that is something that I will highly, highly recommend to you, because when I started, I was like, there's no way I'm getting a website or anything like that. I'm not starting all these different things because I'm not going to be able to, like, there's no point in a website because I haven't built up the following, like people don't know who I am. And the thing is, you don't need the following to make money. Like you can market in other ways. I was very sort of blind to that, which is ridiculous, because when I started on Etsy, I was getting organic sales through Etsy just by doing, the SEO, just by people searching for my products. And that wasn't related to Instagram until things got a little bit more on Instagram. Like I reached more people on Instagram, then I would get a few more sales and things like that. But I just would highly recommend that you have a backup plan, because nothing is going to be stable. You could be employed by someone and they can make you redundant. Things happen. So you can't control everything, obviously, but I would just really advise you to think of how can you have a little bit of security. And maybe that's something like you have a part-time job where you're still doing that alongside, starting your new business or something like that. And then when your business is making enough, or when you're reaching a higher point, or you feel like it's the right time to start doing the website or something like that, then I would suggest having that plan B, like a website in the background to transition to from your job, and not just rely on one way of income, because I think that has heavily impacted me. Another thing that I have for years now, I keep getting I want to say called to do it, because I just keep getting it in my mind. I keep thinking that's a good idea. I want to make a fashion account or a beauty account or a lifestyle account. I just want to connect with people, and I love that I connect with people through my art. I really love that, and I want to kind of emulate that in connecting with people, with myself, with who I am as a person, because I think who I am as a person is what kind of solidifies the connection with me and my wonderful followers and the wonderful people that are watching this right now and that join my Patreon, support my Etsy, send me messages of support. Just they're always there, and I keep getting called to do something more like that. It's just so difficult, because I know that I can do both, but at the same time, I already feel like I spread myself way too thin, and I'm just not, when I was younger, I wanted to do it all. I wanted to be 5 different things at the same time. I wanted to experience different jobs. And I guess that's kind of how I'm feeling now. But I also don't want to stop doing something or jeopardize, my art business, because I'm focusing on something that, may not be the right path for me. And I just don't know. And I wish someone could sit there and be like, this is the path you need to take, because this is the path that you're most destined to be on. And it sucks, because usually I'll use my gut for that. I'll know, and I just don't know at the moment. And because it's going on too long, I just don't really know what to do about it. I will say I am more motivated with my art business now, and that makes me incredibly happy. I'm drawing again. I did a drawing recently and I wasn't massively happy with how it came out looking, but the fun I had painting this drawing, it just, that tells me that I don't want to lose that. And then I've been doing, TikToks and stuff. I've been filming some content for this new different lifestyle kind of content page, and I want it to be real though. I don't want it to be brain rot, essentially. I want it to be stuff that matters, but is also just me being a girl, So I just want a girly, a soft girly account on there where I can connect with people and do silly little TikToks. And maybe that's my path. It's so hard. It's so confusing. And the fact is, I'm 33 this year. I'm 33 and I don't feel like I have any clue on what I want to do. I did actually see this thing the other day. It was a meme where it said that I've never known what I've wanted to do, and that's because I don't actually want to do any work. I don't dream of doing labor. And I think that kind of resonates, to be honest. It resonates with a lot of us, I'm sure. I don't want to do... you know what it is? It's not that I don't want to do the work, because I like editing. I like packaging up the orders. I love drawing. I love replying to you guys on Instagram. I love connecting with you. I love all of that. What I don't love is worrying about where the money is going to come from. That's what I don't love. It's just really hard. I'm just really struggling to keep a hold of my emotions, and it just doesn't... I don't want to think like this, because I do believe that your reality is very much a reflection of your thoughts, but it just feels like since COVID things have been rapidly declining. I am editing today, this video that you're seeing, and I'm just not going to push myself to do much more. I want to be real and show you where I'm at I know it's probably quite similar to the last vlog, but I just really want to be authentic with you and how I am and where I am. But for now, I will see you next Monday in the next vlog. I love you guys.